Enter Hice Productions. It is February 16th, unfortunately, chapter 12 on my retake of the video. Anyway, please hit the like and subscribe down below in the right hand corner. Muchly appreciated. It would mean the world to me if you'd hit those subscription and likes. Advances the channel. Alright, we're going to review the game that was last night, which was about an hour and a half ago that it ended. Anywho, it was Montreal going to New York, which we expected this to be not a close game. But I gotta say, the final score wasn't close. We fell apart in the second period. We had such a good first period, and then we just started to come apart at the seams. The second, Rangers just really responded, and they capitalized on all of our mistakes. They're just too good for a team to make mistakes against them, and this is where our youth showed up with our mistakes. That includes our veterans too, though. There's a few players to name that made some mistakes defensively. Anyway, it was nice to see Jake Evans open the scoring in the first period. He opened it. I'm not even gonna. Kreider was the first star. Ended up getting a hat trick against the Habs. Fox had 4 assists, phenomenal. Night second star, and Zibanejad had a goal and 2 assists. First period, 14:29. Jake Evans gets a nice goal, garbage goal. Josh Anderson shoots it on net after receiving a pass from Tanner Pearson and puts it on net, and Evans snuck behind the defense and picked up the rebound and threw it in. Nobody had him. So that was a nice goal. It ended at 1-0 in the first, and it looked good for us. Then the second period starts, and of course, who gets the Rangers going but Chris Kreider. Once again, just being his usual self, tipping goals in. He tips a shot in, and that was on one goal. Another one, he was where he usually is, parked in front of the net to grab from the side and put a goal in on a rebound. And the next one was a shot from the, he got a pass on his third goal and received it and buried us the goal very nicely from a nice pass that went over Kovacevic. So those were his 3 goals. So anyway, Kreider, anyway, wow, this is bad. This is so bad. I apologize for that. It just blanked out on me. So yeah, Kreider gets the Rangers back in the game, assisted by Zibanejad and Trouba, and then 12:27, which was not long after, Will Cooley scores his assist by Lindgren and Adam Fox. And then at 14:43, Zibanejad gets a nice goal, assisted by Fox and Perrin, and it was shorthanded. And what can you say? Montreal just makes mistakes at the wrong time of slipping up. And then we had one at 15:19. Chris Kreider gets his second goal, assisted by Perrin and Fox on the power play, and that's where he tips that one in with a shot from Perrin. Then we had Slafkovsky at 16:30 giving us some life, assisted by Caulfield, and what a shot. Caulfield intercepted the pass, tipped it up to Slafkovsky, and he made no mistake. He wired it. He's got quite a shot on him. Quite impressed with his play of late. He is showing some serious potential, and now remember, he's not going to have this type of fortune continually. He'll flatten out at times like any other player, but he's showing signs that he possibly could be a first liner for this team in the future and a big part of their future. Yeah, I'm very impressed with his play all the way around. He was mixed up in everything, doesn't back down physically, winning his board battles, helping out defensively. He's just playing a really good game. And then at 4, the third period starts. Trocheck scores, assisted by Perrin and Schneider. And then 6:53, Cole Caulfield gets his first one. Nice to see. Um, like I say, Cole Caulfield finally gets rewarded for all the little things he does. And nice to see Caulfield get one. He's so deserving of the way he's been playing. Sits by Matheson and Suzuki on the power play. And it was a weird goal. And Kreider scores again at 7:59. Assisted by Zibanejad. Excuse me, I have a cold, so you have to bear with me. And assisted by Vesey. 9:56. Kako scores another goal. Uh, Again, this was more of a mistake. We've had one of the goals was was an error by. Anyway, this one, Kako scores this by Fox and Cooley, and then um, Caulfield gets another goal, assisted by Slavkovsky, who had a goal and assist tonight, and also Caden Cooley got an assist on it. Breakdown, anyway, we'll give you the stats. 35 shots to 31 for Montreal, 27-17 for the Rangers in hits, 42 faceoffs to 26 for the Rangers. You can see a real drop off since Monahan is not here. Power plays, even though we got a power play goal, it's just not enough. One goal, it's nice to get one, but we got to do better than that. We got to pick that up, the opportunities, and they got 1 for 4. Penalty minutes, 8 for us, 10 for them. Giveaways, 6 for us, 10 for them. Takeaways, 8 for us, 4 for them. And we're a strength we've been lacking in 2 or 3 games of recent. Blocking shots. Opposition's been starting to block us, and the Rangers did that tonight, 17-10. Struble started off the first period with 2 minutes for a high stick. Second period, Trocheck gets 1 for a high stick. Delay of game assisted by and Brendan at 14:43. Brendan Gallagher serves it. Jonathan Quick gets a penalty served by Adam Enstrom at 17:52. Tanner Pearson at 19:36, 2 minutes for interference. That was the end of the second. Third period, Johnny Brodzinski gets 2 minutes for a delay game. And here we go again. This phone is really causing me havoc. So, yeah. Don't know. It's So that was the way it was going. Just mistakes by Savard, Chakai, I've noticed, and even Gooley made one early on. I think off the first or second goal of the Rangers, Gooley made an error, didn't have his man covered. And like I said, Savard did it as well. Didn't have a strong game, didn't have his man covered in front of the net. And Chakai, trying to make the big hit, lost guys at the boards and created odd man rushes because of it. He's got to stop doing that. He played so well in the early going that in the third period you started seeing him do this. And just sad to see that, he had such a half decent game there for a while. And just kind of, so yeah, we had Enstrom and then Tanner Pearson. Third period, Brodzinski served at 5:15, delay game. Kovacevic got at 14:08, 2 minutes for Hogan. Adam Fox, 14:19, 2 minutes for Slashin. Alexei Lafreniere, 2 minutes for high stick. And that was your game in penalties. And really, like I said, just lapses by our young defense. And, mistakes with some of our forwards. Even though Brendan Gallagher returned tonight, he didn't play bad. But one thing with Brendan's game, and I look forward to when we can have a kid take up that ice time, because when he's in, the puck ends up in our own end and he's on the ice, you're either getting scored on or the puck, you're going to have a hard time getting it out because he's not doesn't win his board battles in his own end and makes very errant passes in his own end. Like I said, I think overall Kovacevic and Struble and Matheson were probably a little more on tonight. Gooley did play well, but made an early mistake. And, that's not to say, like I said, Savard has been getting beat lately and not covering his man in front of the net here and there, which shocks me. And then you got, like I say, Jacka was playing good, but every now and then he'll go for that, take out somebody on the boards, and it usually ends up in an odd man rush. So he's got to watch that because um, Caulfield had that happen to him too on a power play that we had, and it cost us. Um, and sent men and on a breakaway. We've got to watch that type of stuff. But Caulfield does a lot of little things. He works hard. He was putting some guys on their tush there tonight, I noticed, and good to see from him. Good, strong little fella. I love, and good to see him rewarded tonight with 2 goals. He was bound to have him. He's got such a beautiful shot, and even some of those a simple goal, something that's not flashy goes in for him, and that's nice to see that he's rewarded. And Slab is just on fire, and it's good to see this kid's going to be something. And Suzuki's streak kind of he came to calm tonight, but that first line's doing the work. I mean, 3 of the 4 goals come from that line. Even though power play as well, you could say. But and then Evans, he's been getting goals now on the second line. Gets nice to see goals coming from supportive goals coming from elsewhere. So good effort for the first period. The second period was just awful. They just fell apart, and for a good portion in the third there, they same thing. It was the same thing as Rangers had control, and a lot of mistakes made by the Habs, a lot of cough ups, odd man rushes, and you're going to get burned on those. And, it makes me think, man, can you imagine if we would have drafted Kreider instead of Galchenyuk? Oh, my word. We'd still have Gary Price in the net. And the production, that guy's just, he's an incredible hockey player, really. He's just right places, does the right things. And, you hope that Slavkovsky can have a good portion of that type of play himself. That'd be somebody for Slav to look at a portion of his game as well. So that being said, it was entertaining. We knew they were going to lose, but it is what it is. Uh, there were a couple things there in the breaks, in period breaks. The insiders came out with that a rumor, and that was from Pierre LeBrun, uh, saying that Jeff Gordon, the Columbus Blue Jackets, or John Davison wants to have permission to talk to Jeff Gordon for an opening there, and let's hope that's a bunch of BS, because I think that could hurt us if we lose Gordon. So I hope that's not, if there's no truth to that, but that's what was said. Next thing was there were supposedly interviews in radio stations in Montreal. This is the rumor that Hughes is going to, if he does not get rid of a goalie by trade deadline, he will have that dilemma solved in the off season. Is supposedly the words that came out of him in an interview. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a chance a couple of moves are made by deadline day, trade deadline. Let's hope. I don't know. It's kind of sad if we don't, because we still need to unload some of the spots and get the kids in there. Gignac didn't have a bad game tonight, and Anderson had a better game than he's had. Tonight it was one of his better games. I just wish he was better in his own end, and same thing with Gallagher. But there was effort out of Anderson tonight, which was good to see. So with that all being said, it was nothing, no surprises here. So we do hear that there are a couple moves that in that interview Hughes is hoping to make, and something there's he's hoping to make quite an addition somewhere. So we'll see what happens with it all because he keeps his cards to his chest, which I like. With that being said, that's pretty much it. Where's Puck Drop First here at Center Heights Productions. Remember that. Please hit the likes and subscribe. Thank you to my followers. And please, if you could assist us, muchly appreciated. And we will be back to review the game against the Capitals on the weekend. So, on Saturday. That could be interesting because Ovechkin's starting to produce again. So, who knows? Thank you for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Like I say, a lot of mistakes made tonight, which we expected with such a veteran team, the Rangers. 7-4 was your final. God bless.